Alright, so we're here for a BBR Week 8 team builder before the match. Today, we the co-main guys are going up against the Mediterranean Mimikyu, coached by Viz. Now, Viz is not only an incredible battler, he's also battling for the first seed in BBR while we are battling for playoffs. Basically, what it comes down to is, if Viz wins, there's a very good chance he gets first seed. If we win, we make playoffs. If we lose, we cannot make playoffs. Like, that's just how it is. Even if it's only by 1-0, there's no way we can make playoffs. We have to win. But if we win, we're also guaranteed in. We're basically just like on the scale. Same way with this, if he wins, he should be first seed, and if he loses, he cannot be first seed. So it's actually a match that has like decent implications for playoff. Now, I don't know how much Viz necessarily wants first place, but at least that's something for him to play for and not only us. Now, Viz has an incredibly good team, and it's pretty scary into our team. So as you can see here, it consists of Escadrille, Zapdos, Kyurem, Gardevoir, Ogerpon, Teal Mask, Reshiva, Rabbit Strike, Tyranitar, Slowking, Smeargle, and Houndstorm, which is Terra Captain with Terra Fairy and Goat. As you can see, this is a Sand team. Sand team typically is pretty decent into Sun team, because Sun team does require you to have some fire types, i.e. we have Ninetales and Gouging Fire. And I don't know if you knew this, but Ground is super effective on fire. Kind of interesting, huh? But yeah, generally, Viz's team is really good. He does like a little bit of an answer to a Gouging Fire outside of the Tyranitar, but Tyranitar is also, on the other hand, a pretty good answer. It can eat like a +1 Earthquake and kill back like a Rock Attack. So generally, I do think the matchup is in Viz's favor, but I've tried my best to come up with really interesting ways to, well, I say interesting way. I tried to come up with ways of beating his team and trying to sort of get the one-up of him in a way where he didn't think I was going to do that. So I think with that, we should hit into our team so we can take a look at what I'm talking about. First off, as you can see here, we have Reptile, the Gouging Fire with Lumberry, Photosynthesis, 24 in HP, 2v2 in attack, 232 in speed with Gel Nature, Heat Crash, Double Kick, Dragon Claw, and Dragon Dance. I know what you're thinking, pretty standard Gouging Fire set. Well, the idea here is actually to lead with Gouging Fire. We are going to lead and just Dragon Dance. Turn 1. If he leads Smeargle, that is perfect. That is what we want. We are perfectly against a Smeargle. If he goes for anything that is not a status move, I will Dragon Dance twice, because as you can see, we have the Lumberry. And if we can get +2, there's a very good chance that we can dent his team very, very heavily. Now, as you can see here, we're rocking Double Kick, both because it can break Sash plus kill Smeargle without like it having to do anything, but also it is the strongest move we have into Tyranitar, and realistically, I don't need Earthquake for anything besides Tyranitar. Simply just because Heat Crash will take out Escadrille, and there's nothing else really that's ground weak. So Double Kick is straight up just better, because it does more damage to Tyranitar, and it also prevents Smeargle from potentially trying to status us, because we can kill it guaranteed after a +1. Well, we can kill it pretty much guaranteed from neutral, but we want to get the +1 no matter what. Lastly, I put Dragon Claw on because we needed something to take Kyurem. Kyurem is pretty heavy, so Heat Crash actually doesn't do enough. Double Kick isn't quite strong enough into Kyurem, so Dragon Claw is just generally better. But yeah, this is like our main breaker. He's just gonna set up from the beginning and hopefully just run with it. If he can run with it completely, that's perfect. But even if he gets like 2 to 3 kills, that is perfect, because that means we will be in control of most of them. Next up, we have Surfsauce, the Ogerpon with Wellspring Mask, Water Absorb, 2v2 in attack, 4 in special defense, 2v2 in speed with Gel Nature, Knockoff, Agricultural, Play Rough, and Power Whip. As you can probably guess, we're just running Max because of his Ogerpon. Now, his Ogerpon does kind of not wall, but play better into ours than our plays into him, just because we're weak to U-turn. He's of course also weak to U-turn when we're not running it, but also he resists both of our stabs. We're neutral to his grass stabs. That's not the greatest. He can also run something like a Choice Scarf, so he can guarantee be faster, which we cannot, because Ogerpon Teal can run any item, which is actually making me think that Ogerpon Teal is like a lot better than people wanted to give it credit for in the beginning, just simply because you can be a lot more varied in the way you build it. But we're running our Ogerpon like this because it's a pretty good damage dealer. Like, he doesn't have a good switch in. Like, Zapdos is okay, but Agriculture doesn't make contact, so it's kind of just spammable. If I'm brave enough to click Knockoff and get a knockoff on the Zapdos, that will also be really nice, being able to get rid of a potential heavy duty boots or leftovers or whatever item it would be running. But yeah, this is not here to win. It's here to kind of just do a lot of damage, potentially take out like a T-Tower or something like that. And overall, I do think it has a pretty good matchup, but I don't think it would ever win the match, just because something like Kyurem and Zapdos can pretty much always live a hit and pretty much kill it back. Next up, we have Bulbzilla the Venusaur with Black Sludge Overgrowth, 248 in HP, 2v2 in defense, 8 in special attack with a Bold Nature, Giga Drain, Earth Power, Toxic, and Leech Seed. yes, you're looking at this and thinking, what the hell? Yeah, so we're not running Chlorophyll because I actually don't want to bring Sun. I don't necessarily need to bring Sun. I don't think Sun is that needed in this matchup. Like, it could be fine. I think Ninetales is not terrible. I also don't think it's great either. It's like a little bit of like a fodder mon for like Kyurem. Kyurem can switch into it pretty easily. Teaser, of course, doesn't take any damage really. And in general, I don't think bringing Ninetales gains of enough. But I do actually think Venusaur can still serve a role just because it's physically defensive is our best answer to the Urshifu Rapid Strike. Urshifu Rapid Strike, as long as it's not Choice Banded Ice Punch, we should be able to live any 2 hits that it throws at us. Now, if it is Choice Banded Ice Punch, it does 2-hit KOs. There's nothing I can really do about that. But at least I get the value of information that it is Choice Banded, and I can potentially switch accordingly. We're running Toxic and Lead Seed because it's kind of the best way to deal with Zapdos. Zapdos just sits on Venusaur. That's also why I didn't think offensive Venusaur was that good in this match, just because Zapdos lives most hits even up +2. And I think having Toxic is something that's going to catch him off a little bit. I don't think that many people really think about Venusaur actually still has access to Toxic. His Steel type is Escadrille, and he doesn't really want to switch it into this because this can potentially also beat an Escadrille with Earth Power, plus Giga Drain to heal and Lead Seed and whatnot. So generally, I think Toxic is pretty free because he also doesn't have a natural poison type, which is pretty nice. Next up, we have BBR Cutie, then across mobile leftovers, Prison Armor, 72 in HP, 2 in attack, 184 in speed with Jelly Nature, Knock Off, Brick, Photon Guys, and Dragon Dance. This is our secondary kind of win con. So as I mentioned, Gouging is going to be a lead, going to be a breaker. Then I'm hoping this guy can potentially clean up. This can set the Dragon Dance up on a lot of stuff. I did think about running Lumberry on this as well, but I do think the leftovers overall is a little bit better. That might end up biting me in the butt if something like the Slowking has a Thunder Wave or something, but something I just have to kind of try and play around to the best of my ability. I do hope that this game goes clean and the crossbow kind of just picks up from where Gouging starts, but we'll see when we're in the match. Next up, we have Kita the Diancie with Power, Clear Body, 252 in defense, 252 in special attack, 1 special defense with a relaxed nature, Moonblast, Body Press, Meteor Beam, and Trick Room. I know this is an incredibly weird set in a weird instance. So basically the idea here is Moonblast but Body Press is pretty much the best coverage we can have. Yeah, Zapdos, we don't really have super effective coverage for besides Meteor Beam, but that doesn't do too much to us. We could actually potentially just Meteor Beam raw on it if we really need to. And Body Press Moonblast kind of hits everything else that we need. We're running a relaxed nature because we need the maximum damage from Body Press to take on something like a Tyranitar and even potentially the Escadrille. And this is just the best way to get as much damage as possible. And then we of course have Max Special Attack because we want the Moonblast to hit as hard as possible, as well as the Meteor Beam. The idea is we could potentially set up a Trigger Wound on something maybe like Slowking, maybe like the Gardevoir, provided the Gardevoir doesn't have like stuff like Trick and stuff like that can kind of prevent us. You can even set up on like on Zapdos and maybe Kyurem if for whatever reason he doesn't have Flash Cannon, Flash of Power and whatnot. But that's kind of more niche. I guess same with the Urshifu. Like we could potentially set up on the Urshifu as well because we are Terra Fairy, as you can see here, which means we will always live like guaranteed 1 hit from it. Though Meteor Beam isn't that great into Urshifu, so that makes it less good. But yeah, this is also an alternative win con. Yeah, we're bringing kind of a lot of win con this way. And lastly, we have Goober the Earthworm with Troubleberry, Earth Eater, 248 in HP, 20 in defense, 240 in special defense with a Calthal Nature, Body Press, Heavy Slam, Spikes, Stealth Rocks. He's kind of just here to make sure that Escadrille doesn't win. Escadrille could come with Mold Breaker, which would be a little bit annoying. We don't have the greatest answers if he is Mold Breaker Escadrille, which is just something I have to deal with. But I'm running Troubleberry because it's pretty good into something like a Urshifu. We can potentially take a hit. We can take maybe a Focus Blast from Kyurem if it's Perspex. And if he brings like something like Break on Escadrille, it is also pretty decent there. Same with like any fighting move on Ogerpon and Cheetah. I just think Troubleberry overall is the best in this scenario. Now, I know our moves cannot touch the Zapdos whatsoever. Body Press by Haze Flame, I think we do like 10% maybe. But this is just here to spew out hazards pretty much. That's just the main thing is here for. It can also like take out a Kyurem. Well, not take out a Kyurem in 1 hit, but it can kind of 1v1 a Kyurem, provided the Kyurem doesn't have Focus Blast, you know? Just hoping, you know? But yeah, I just think this is our best hazard set and this is this week, so that's why I'm bringing it. As you can see here, this is going to be our full team. As I mentioned, this is an incredibly important match for us. I'm really hoping we can pull out a good win. If not, you know, it is what it is. We had a fun run in BBR. We did our best the last couple of weeks to try and make it, but I'm just hoping we have a good game as well. As always, if you like the video so far, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment with all of the Teambuilder, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. I'm not heading to battle. See ya in just a little bit. Alright, so we're here for a BBR Week 8 match. We're going against Viz, who is currently, I believe, 2nd seed, and if he wins this, he probably will take 1st seed. We're currently in 9th seed. If we win this, we will go into 8th seed, so this is like super anxious, a super important game. We're leading with a Gouging Fire. This was the plan the entire time. He didn't bring the Smeagol, so unfortunately, I can't expect like any like Smeagol shenanigans, but we lead pretty well to anything that's not called Curum, potentially. Maybe God of War can be kind of annoying if it's like a trick set. I'll have to think a little bit if he leads God of War. But yeah, good luck, have fun to this. I really need to win here. We are a bunch of setup. He didn't bring the Shifu, which does make our Venusaur a lot worse, which I'm a little bit sad about. Like, actually, Venusaur becomes really bad now with what he brought, because there's no drill either, so it can't even be like a pseudo defensive check to drill. Oh god, I can definitely feel the nerves a little bit. Like I'm nervous, but I'm not like nervous to the point of feeling bad, because like, you can sometimes feel a little bit bad when you have nerves going on. All right, let's see here what he leads with. And he did bring all 6 months. He did remember to bring 6 months. Let's see. He did lead the God of War. That was like the one mon I kind of didn't want to see, because I feel like God of War is like not, if he's like trick. Okay, so if I DD on like a trick, that's like fine, right? Like he would trick me, I would DD, then I swap at that point, and that just means I don't get to DD with Gouging for the rest of the battle, I guess. Like, that is the worst scenario, probably. I'm still gonna go for it. The idea the entire time was just to do this. Also, I did get all the mons. We have it here. We can look at what he has and what we have. So he withdraws. That is not bad for us. I think he goes Tyranitar here. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured it was gonna be, like his switch in. Tyranitar is so tiny next to Gouging Fire. Oh my god. Holy hell. Okay. We of course get buffeted by Sandstorm. Now, at +1, double kick. Now that he doesn't have drill, so I don't have to worry about that speed. I guess the question comes down to how fast is Houndstone in sand? If he's adamant, he will not outspeed us. If he's jolly, he would. Oh wait, this is, I'm looking at a fluffy variant. Whoops. Oh my god. Find sand. Sand rush. In sand, jolly would outspeed us. Adamant would outspeed us too. But because I'm not guaranteed, I have about 20 seconds. Because I'm not guaranteed to kill this, even if I go +2, I think I get more out of just double kicking here. Because the faster I can eliminate Cheetah, the faster I don't have to play with sand. Because I didn't bring my 9-tails, right? Oh, he's not. Oh, we got a crit. Oh my god, that's huge. We eliminate Cheetah immediately. I don't have the crit matters. It depends on how offensive he is. If he's like super defensive, I never kill him. If he's offensive, I can kill him there. So it depends on his offense. I'm so happy the double kick came into play. Oh my, actually, if he's max, the crit definitely matter. If he's max HP, well, again, it depends on his HP, because max HP actually would live too. Like, not live too, it would live as well, is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so I'm definitely assuming this is Sand Rush with the way he brings it in. I think I'm just gonna Heat Crash, because even on the off chance he's fluffy, we have a really good chance of killing, and Heat Crash has a decent chance of killing, and we live a Poltergeist. I could just DD again. Yeah, because as long as he's, yeah, because if he's banded, he of course can't change moves, and if he's yeah, I think I go for the DD again. I don't think he can. Like, he's gonna, I'm assuming. Oh wait, I haven't taken Terror Ghost into account. Oh shoot. Oh, Terror Ghost Poltergeist has a chance of killing us here, I think. Just straight up. And with the sand, afterwards, we might actually just die. Yeah, I think I misplayed a little bit there. If he's Choice Banded. Oh my god! Oh my god, Gouging Fire, there's no shot. There's no shot. No shot, right? Like, no shot. Also, Cheetah definitely died. There's just no shot. I'm gonna heat crash. We still have a lumber, so even if he's like, even if we get a static pair on Zapdos, that's fine. We're good. I kill here. I should always outspeed because respect crit for what's it called, Escadrille. And we kill. All right, that miss probably mattered. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that miss probably most definitely mattered. I'm not gonna pretend it didn't. I'm not gonna pretend it didn't. That means, like, because my assumption is, like, even if he's not banded, the damage he gets makes us so sand can potentially take us out. So it's like, yeah, it definitely mattered. If he goes Slow King, like, the only mon that takes a hit is the Slow King. That's the only one that, like, well, actually, Zapdos has a decent chance to live. It's like, if it's physically defending Zapdos, but it doesn't do that much damage to us. And again, if it's static paralysis, that's fine. Yeah, so he goes to Slowking here. I think I just double Dragon Claw because it should take him out. If you Thunder Wave, we have the Lumberry. That does make Zapdos a little bit more annoying to deal with. Okay. Yeah, good kill. Oh, he's Trick Room. Ooh. Okay, nah, that's heat. That's heat. I mean, I'm pretty happy I hit him because now I got damage because I thought about DDing again, but I'm pretty happy I hit him. All right, this thing cannot kill us. I think Heat Crash always kills. I kind of want to Heat Crash on him potentially going into Gardevoir on a play. Heat Crash does 41 to 48 to max physically defense. Actually, this is not max physically defensive. Let me just be 100% certain. 37 to 44. He's sitting at, that's 20. Yeah, Heat Crash always kills here. I am doing that in case he goes Gardevoir, trying to predict the Dragon Claw again. If he goes Kyurem, that's a wild play. Kyurem will take this hit like pretty well. All right, Gouging Fire did what I wanted him to do. He broke. Like, he just broke. I think this is like off. Yeah, that's super offensive Slowking. Holy hell. I mean, it was Life Orb, so of course it's offensive, right? I guess I gotta base that on the damage, right? I even thought about DDing there, trying to stall the Trick Room out, but that would never have been a thing. Oh my god, Gouging Fire, you beast. Now, this is still a super difficult game. Now, the interesting part, we are Trick Room on our Diancie, so that actually makes Diancie incredibly good for this game now. Because Trick Room is already up, so after I lose this, I can go Diancie on Kyurem, I can go Diancie on Zapdos. If he goes Gardevoir, I can potentially go Earthworm, though Zapdos is like super walling Earthworm, so that's not great. I probably would go Diancie on the Gardevoir. Let's see here. Actually, Meteor Beam has a chance to kill a Gardevoir. Maybe it's not like bulky by any means. Yes, he does go Gardevoir. Okay. I mean, I don't think I ever like try and preserve this. I just like Heat Crash, try and, I don't know. He should take me out here always. Yeah, wow, Trick Room Slowking was not what I expected. That's kind of like that. Right, so if this is offensive Gardevoir, Meteor Beam has a chance to just straight up KO him. And we are literally a Trick Room Diancie ourselves, so we are definitely slower than this. Very clear, but that's fine. Okay, let me think. I am not gonna Terror just yet, because if I can preserve my rock typing for like Zapdos, just in case. Because Gardevoir... Actually, okay, before I say that, does Gardevoir get any steel moves? No, it does not. Does it get like... It gets like Grass move. It gets Energy Ball. How much would Energy Ball do? Energy Ball would hurt. Do I care? I'm not gonna tear out just so he doesn't know yet. This have a chance to kill. It depends a little bit. Like, he could be like AV, he could be bulky. I don't know. So it kind of comes down to that. I might regret not tearing here if he clicks like an energy ball, because that does a lot. Oh yeah, no, he is decently bulky. He might actually be AV. I could kind of see that. He gets a crit too. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate, I won't lie. I mean, we get like a kill here with Diancie, because I believe Trick Room runs out after this. Status. Yeah, it does. And because of the crit, we cannot live another hit. That's really unfortunate, actually, the crit. Oh, Kyurem is still massive issue. Also, I forgot Gouging Fire died. I mean, I don't have a reason to not Terra, but I'm just gonna Moonblast here. Moonblast should do. Oh my god, is it Endure Cost Stab? Is that actually what I'm looking at? Oh no, he's running out the Trick Room, but it's Endure. Well, it could be Endure Cost Stab, but at minimum, it's just like it's Endure. So he runs out the Trick Room, yeah. Shoot. This game is still not like great, actually. Kyurem is a beast. Let's just say it like that. Kyurem is a beast. I mean, I'll Trick Room on the odd chance he somehow doesn't kill me. Yeah, I'll Trick Room on the off chance he doesn't kill me. It is cast up, yeah. Like, I don't see a reason to try and preserve the Diancie. It might be able to Trick Room in front of Zapdos, so maybe I could have preserved it, but wrong one. All right, okay, I have to. Not having. I could go for DD with Necrozma here. To lose this game is the really insane part. Yeah, I could still lose this game, man. That's insane. Like, Zapdos is actually an issue because Earthworm literally cannot touch it. That's the issue. Earthworm cannot touch it. It didn't bring Rock Slide. Oh my god, I could very well lose this game. I mean, I think I go Ogerpon. Like, I could have gone for DD with Necrozma there, I'm not gonna lie, but I think going Ogerpon is, like, better for me. And I Ivy Coach it because it doesn't make contact, it kills this for whatever, like, it kills this, it doesn't make contact if he wants to switch for whatever reason. Oh, Zapdos is an issue, Zapdos. Oh, I can still lose this is insane. That Trick Room on Slowking just turned it all around. Actually, the crit on Diancie kind of did too. Like, because if he doesn't crit, depending on his offense, like Gardevoir can still potentially 2KO, but I think with crit, wow, yeah, no, he. I mean, I'm glad I Ivy Coached now. Yeah, I'm glad I Ivy Coached because it doesn't make contact, and if he's not like super defensive on Sap, this does a lot. Yep. Now, because I don't have rocks, I cannot scout him. Is the issue. Like, if he's Choice Scarf is the issue, right? The issue is if he's Choice Scarf. Do I think he's Choice Scarf? If he's Choice Scarf, what do I do then? Like, he most likely takes out Ogerpon, right? Because that would mean he is also offensive. And like, Necrozma cannot DD in front of it then because it can just... Yeah, I know the Zapdos is such an issue. The Zapdos is such an issue. I'm gonna Ivy Coach because like I can't play around here. Like I could, yeah, it is Trish. I should have gone. Actually, yeah, I should have gone Venusaur and Sack and just assumed he was Trishka. No, oh my god, I might actually very well still be within a losing position here. Now Earthworm is kind of Spadef, so it will take this Hurricane pretty well. But the problem is I don't have any rock moves or anything to hit him with. I could go for rocks, because rocks would hit, like it would kill this if he switches. It would kill the Gardevoir, and if he's not heavy duty boots and Kyurem, I get info and I'll take a little bit of chip. It might be a throw, but I actually think late game rocks might actually be kind of good here. He could also just sack Gardevoir, which is massive. Actually, yeah. If he goes to sack the Gardevoir here, that actually is a massive... Yeah, no, he sacks the Gardevoir. That's a massive misplay because then he can hit me with like a mystical power, potentially. If he goes Kyurem... Oh. Ah, why would you go Kyurem? Okay. I mean, I'm still good. That means if I beat this Kyurem, both Zapdos and Gardevoir dies on the way in. So actually, maybe that's not that bad. Kyurem, I have my trouble if he's Focus Blast. Body Press is like the most damage I can do, so I'm just gonna take Body Press. Isn't Spadef, but like partially for this and partially for... No, he Ice Beams. I eat this. He's probably, yeah, I was about to say, he's probably specs. Does Necrozma live a specs ice beam? That might like be important. Okay, he good. Because like he wins this exchange pretty much. So, he got a crit again. You're kidding. I just bit my shirt like heavy, like very heavily bit. Yeah, because Brick Break doesn't kill this thing. You are kidding. All right, I have to DD on the. If I lose playoffs based on that, I am gonna fold. Yeah, so I have to DD with Necro. I have to DD with Necro, and then he should die. Should live this. I'm like, that's so. DD. Okay. I think I got it. And I can even vote on Geyser to prevent like a Sabdo static, because vote on Geyser should do it as well. I was mostly Break because of T-Tar. That's like the main reason. Yeah, and he also has to be specs to do the damage he did to vote on Geyser. Oh my god, I know my voice went down a lot, but it's because I just got like after that freeze there and the crits and whatnot, like my oh my god, like I can't believe that. Oh yeah, you know, like 6 minutes ago when I was in with Gouging Fire, I felt fucking amazing. Now I feel like I know Rock's up, so he should die with both of them on, so I think we're good. But holy hell, actually, does he live on? See, did he live on 1? I would be so mad. All right, Sabdos dies, and I outspeed Garwa anyway, so thankfully I think Copenhagen Galaxy takes the win 2-0, and we make playoffs. I think. Yeah, we do. Okay. I think that's the most my emotions has ever gone in a roller coaster. Holy fuck, Jesus Christ. Oh, I went from the highest high where I'm like, you know what, this Gouging Fire is just here. He's here, baby. Then he Trick Room with the Slow King. Fire as hell. And then he crit my Dancy. Then he crit Bros. My fucking worm. Oh god. I was so ready for him to crit Necrozma as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We make playoffs. We just had to win and we would make playoffs. Well, I don't know who we're facing yet because it goes by a pick system. So whoever is in first picks first and then second, go on. So we'll see who we plays next week. As always, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment, throw up the battle, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. I want to head out. Peace, YouTube.